rotation. Hard to believe that NBA games are back. Preseason pontification is over.
BA, you're spot on. No more guessing, no more wondering. The game's count now. A lot of optimism could be about to vanish in these first handful of games.
Oh, wow. You want some?
You got some. He was looking in the basket on that.
Anunoby for three. Gets the three ball to go.
It's obvious Anunoby has put a ton of work into his game. Now that catch and shoot, Jay, is a real weapon.
3-2. Here's White. Stolen by Miller. To the middle. Here's Brunson. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet. Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Pass to Tatum. Six to shoot. Out to the wing. Let's go with a three. The Knicks pull it in. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one. There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. He immediately brought up Jason Tatum, the incredible all-star forward, saying, quote, Tatum is an NBA champion for a reason. He leads his team. JT does it all at 6'8", great passing it, defending, and obviously scoring too. We'll see how they plan to contain Jason tonight. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And it's good. 2 points.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Houdini. And here's Brown. Tatum, a screen on Miller. And here's Brown for three. The rebound by Bridges. And here's New York now. Right now on a 9-0 run. Here's Miller, defended by Brown. Miller outside. Fades away. Anunoby finds Miller. Launches it from deep. They get it back. Andrews. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
But, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Making their shots at the line. Some real steady players on that team.
And these guys really took advantage whenever their opponents turned the ball over, finishing in the top 5 in points off turnovers last season. Miller against Brown. Up top, Tatum. What a tremendous game he played against Philadelphia. And the basket by Houdini.
Jason Tatum scores, but also creates for his teammates, a sign of his continuing growth as a player.
And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Miller finds Brunson. Goes up with the strike. And the basket by Andrews. Andrews has got 6.
And this is how you run the pick and roll. I mean, Brunson capping it off with a perfect match.
Brown against Miller. Steps back and fires. Andrews grabs the board. Knicks leading by 5. Anunoby passes to Brunson. New York working the ball around now. Pass to Miller. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum with a steal. White with it. Still no points. Here's Houdini. Puts up a deep 3. And Anunoby pulls it down.
He's off his game right now, trying to find a groove.
Here's Andrews. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that match.
Houdini pass to Tatum. Austin again missing. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They lead by 7. Pass to Andrews. Outside Brunson. To the paint. And it's Andrews missing. Celtics trail by 7. Here's Houdini. Outside Tatum. On the mark with the 15-footer. Tatum's got his second basket of the night.
Man, he's bringing the energy, the efficiency. I love what he's doing offensively. That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And this game, the first chance they've had to see New York.
And this is probably a game they've been looking forward to since these guys bounced them from the playoffs last year.
Exactly. Dispatched in the conference semis, and so they'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge in this game. They should be highly motivated.
From the charity stripe a year ago. Number 5, the Knicks.
Free throw shooting for this team has become a real priority. They put in the work, and they make the most of their opportunities at the stripe.
Up top, Brown. Guarded by Miller. Here's Houdini. He also had a big impact in that win against the 76ers. 4 on the clock. White for 3. Andrews grabs the board. Andrews has got 4 rebounds now. Bridges passes to Speedy. Out to Bridges. Down low. Pass to Brunson. Beyond the arc. Boston pulls it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's White. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You know, I think that's exactly the right attitude you like to have. Go at the defender head on and don't back away from the contact.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
That one's off. And really the heartbeat of this next team is Jalen Brunson, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood, both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent.
Walsh is checked in for Jason Tatum. That's off as well, so he misses both.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
And he lobs it up to the rim. There's the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. And we have to take another look at that block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Anthony Simons, he's checked in for White.
Number 4, Anthony Simons.
Here's Brunson. New York, again, can't hit.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Simons passes to Houdini. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's G. Out to Simons. This one for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And you can just tell Simons has a lot of trust in his three-point shooting ability.
Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. They set the pick. Here's Miller. Andrews. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, they need to ride him as far as he can take him because he is pedal to the metal right now.
19-13.
Pass to G. It's rebounded by New York. Andrews has got 7 rebounds in the game. Inside. Brown. To the inside. Here's Brown. And rejected. They recover it. Here's Houdini. Andrews grabs the board. Andrews has got 8 rebounds in the game.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Here's Brunson. And down it goes. 2 points. And now it's an 8-point New York lead.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense to continue to attack that area.
Boston, no good that time either.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Houdini, pass to Brown. Clock at 6. Pass to G. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a little late.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. comes in for Miller, and Clarkson subbed in for Mikal Bridges.
Let's hear it for all the Nationals.
Knicks leading by 6. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, B.A. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you.
Allie, thanks for the report.
Yeah, with his footwork and strength, Brunson is difficult to contain down low, even though he's not that tall.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. In the summer of 24, Jalen Brunson signed a contract extension, famously signing for less than his max, Clark.
Yeah, you know, B.A., it was a calculated move by Brunson because he wanted the team to have room to add additional players. If you ask me, that's the kind of winning, selfless attitude you want from the guy who's your franchise player.
All right, Greg, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
Chalk up 2 there.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. What a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Houdini, off target from 3-point range.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
New York working the ball around now. Speedy passes to Clarkson. Clock at 4. 51 wins for the New York Knicks last season. Their best finish in over a decade.
Yeah, and they got that done despite significant turnover on their roster, B.A., making it even more impressive. And as they gel, the question is, can this team take the next step and contend for a title? I think they're
Take a break.
certainly
Take a
capable.
break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Celtics trail by 8. 1:24 left in the first quarter of the game.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Brunson passes to Speedy. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
13 foul.
New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws in the game.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
He makes the first. Shot's good from the strike. Celtics trail by 8. Inside. Here's G. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand pull punch.
Here's Houdini. Simons outside. Pass to Brown. Here's Walsh. Yet to see a basket. Misses the three.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensation was a really good word for it. They're tearing it up.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. There's 14 seconds left in the first. Pass to G. Now here's Brown. Three-pointer. Deflected. And so it's New York, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be back in a moment. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when the team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Taking a look at the Celtics. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Walsh in at the 4. Tatum can't hit.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside McBride. And he's going for the lob.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Good on the bucket. Walsh has gotten his first basket of the night.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Up top, Robinson. Clarkson fights Miller. Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
Three-pointer, Pritchard. The Knicks pull it in.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Yeah, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
On the wing, Clarkson, hounded by Tatum. Here's Robinson. Banked it in off the glass. And now it's a 10-point New York lead.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. It took a while to get going.
Pass to Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Releases. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist from Miller. Miller's got his 4th assist in this one. Celtics trail by 12. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
White, the pass to Pritchard. Launches it. Boston, no good that time either. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Pass to McBride. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Keep it up for him. Keep it up for him.
leaderboard, showing the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. In the third spot, the Knicks.
And whenever you turn the ball over against them, they pushed it right back at you. Last year, they were just merciless at exploiting teams whenever they made mistakes against them.
Here's Tatum. He's got 5. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Miller. First team foul. First team foul.
Pass to Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. Tatum with a screen. Pritchard, no good.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Celtics trail by 14. White, the pass to Pritchard. Back to White. Over Clarkson. White can't hit. Knicks leading by 14. There's the 3. Tatum pulls it in. Boston has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Back to Pritchard. To win the drought. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Now here's Anunoby. He's got 5. Ooh, nice shot by Miller. Miller's got his second bucket on the night.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
From the wing. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, Tatum can find the shot he wants just about anywhere. He's got that kind of versatility.
You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Tatum against Miller. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Outside White. From outside, off the mark.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
Here's McBride. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Down low. Here's Tatum. And it's New York with a rebound. Miller's got 6 rebounds in the game. Anunoby against White. Kicks it out to Clarkson. And it comes off the front of the rim. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 13. Pass to Tatum. To the paint. Here's Tatum. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Now McBride. And here's Clarkson. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
And so it's Boston with it. 15-point game. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Kata, no good. And here's New York now. They're on a 16-7 run. Anunoby passes to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Hey, they don't call him Robinson for nothing now. Look at the hops on the big fella.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Celtics trail by 17. Here's Tatum. From 6 feet away. Oh, look at Tatum going to work inside.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
And So Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Adjustments are a part of every game, in every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Here they are, fans. Put your hands together. Coach Teddy Baxter.
Here's Shamet. Right side, Brunson. The teardrop. Hand on it. They get it back. Here's Houdini. Pass to Brown. Puts it up. The Knicks pull it in. Andrews has got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Shamet passes to Speedy. It's stolen by Tatum. White for three. Andrews grabs the board. Andrews has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Brunson passes to Miller. Brunson surveys. Just 5 to shoot. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Miller can't get it to go.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. Can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Kick out to Brown. The three ball. And the Celtics another three.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
New York leading by 11. Pass to Shamet. New York working the ball around now. Here's Miller. Knocked loose. And White has got the ball here for Boston. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
It always helps when your opponent turns the ball over that many times. I thought it was the deciding factor overall.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow the game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
Speedy passes to Miller. Now Brunson. To the middle. Pockets.
Nice set on the offense running through Brunson.
Celtics trail by 13. Pass to Houdini. On the wing, Tatum. To the right side. G, no good. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Bridges finds Brunson. Here's Shamet. And here's Bridges. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. Let's see how last year's top scorers stack up on the 2K leaderboard. 5th, Jason Tatum.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Here's Houdini. He has 6. There's 49 seconds left in the first half.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
They grab their own miss. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
He shot 2 free throws in the game. He's made 1 and missed 1.
Second team foul. Jalen Brunson at the line.
1 shot.
1 shot.
Did not take long for Brunson to force himself into the conversation of the upper echelon of NBA guards. Let's face it, I mean, he's that kind of player and leader and has produced at a high level.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And he knocks down the first one. So he hits both.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Knicks leading by 14. Outside Brunson. Pass to Andrews. Rebound Boston. Here's Houdini. He has 6. Launches a 3. That shot off the mark. And so it's the New York Knicks up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. Back to the game after this break.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Checking out the Celtics. They started the season on a high note. Now they look to improve to 2-0.
Yeah, they look strong in their first matchup. Played with a lot of energy. We'll see if it carries over into this one.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Celtics.
Well, the energy they're putting out is not going toward their defense. Problem is their offense can't keep up with those guys. So the D has to pick up the slack or this thing is over.
Man, you know they're getting an earful right down in that locker room. We'll see who's listening.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Knicks leading by 14. They've got Miller. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Andrews in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Andrews. Pass to Brunson. There's a screen. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And their defensive efforts put them at number 2 in lowest opponent scoring. They were just so committed to ensuring their opponents never got hot with their shooting and were forced into taking bad shots.
They took care of the ball, stayed in control. It was very hard to turn them over. And he drops the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Celtics trail by 16. Outside White. It's Brown on the wing. By Miller. And Brown with the stuff.
The athletic Brown with a big-time slam. You got to defend him better than this.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Now here's Brunson, guarded closely. Brunson penetrating, uses the glass on the layup. Brunson's got 10 points.
Boy, love the assertiveness and commitment from Brunson going to the rack.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Houdini. Fires the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. 9 points in the game.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow he was left open.
Now here's Brunson. Back to Anunoby. 5 to shoot. Here's Miller. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's G. He's got 10. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Anunoby finds Miller. Shoots over Brown. Ooh, nice shot by Miller. And the Knicks lead by 13.
Got to fight hard to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there. Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Anunoby. To the inside. Here's Miller. Nails the baby hook. Miller's got 8.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Tatum passes to White. Lets the three fly. Tatum can't hit. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up to New York. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to Andrews. Miller outside. From outside the arc. Rebound Boston. To the wing, right side. Driving inside. And the basket by Houdini. He's got 11.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Knicks leading by 11. Bridges outside. Miller against Brown. Tatum brings a double team. Here's Miller. G with a rebound. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. White, the pass to Houdini. And they call an illegal screen here. And it's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
Now, we all know they didn't allow any easy buckets last season. I mean, their defense was tremendous, and the rim protection was just outstanding.
Outside Anunoby. Here's Andrews. He got a piece of it. Here's Houdini. Brunson defending. Inside. Here's G. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. For New York, they've got just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. And the basket by Bridges.
Nice shot by Bridges. He is bankable from that corner.
Here's G.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Exercising his authority.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Here's Brunson. 10 points for him.
And they're just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Bridges outside. Lets it fly. The rebound, Celtics. Pass to Houdini. Nice ball movement by Boston.
Boston foul. 4th personal foul. 13 foul.
New York leading by 12. Brunson with it. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
No foul. 4th team foul.
And New York has possession. Bridges outside. And Anunoby for 3.
Yeah, with his length and athleticism, Tatum has the tools to be a lockdown defender.
Oh, Tatum taking flight.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
And Brunson, here we go. Boston with a rebound. G's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Tatum passes to Houdini. And Anunoby pulls it down. Anunoby's got 5 rebounds in the game.
If he were just a touch more efficient tonight, I think the score would look a lot different.
You never want to foul Tatum in the end. Jason is just one of the best foul shooters in the NBA.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Knicks.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
The first one falls.
You really like your chances with Tatum at the line. He locks in and focuses on these two.
And so Tatum nails both of them.
And Tatum is really a prototypical player for today's NBA. He's a do-it-all wing with great size, an effective jump shot. Plus, he's got that hunger you want in a star player.
Brunson finds Anunoby. Outside Brunson. 6 to shoot. Miller outside. And again, the Knicks missing. Celtics trail by 8. Here's Houdini. Boston, no good that time either.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Now here's Miller. Give him 8. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Miller against Tatum. Pass to Houdini. Takes the 3. Andrews grabs the board. Andrews has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Miller can't get it to go.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
New York leading by 8. Now Brunson. He's guarded by White. Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
Doesn't matter which hand he uses, Brunson is an excellent finisher around the rim.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's G. He's got 16. Shoots from 12. And it's Brunson with the rebound. New York has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Here's Andrews. Boston pulls it in. G's got 9 rebounds now. Brown finds Tatum. Tatum showing off the strength.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one. Doing it all.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. 17 points was their biggest margin. Throws it up high. It's intercepted. That's tipped and stolen by Brunson. To the paint. Oh, deflected. And banks in the layup. Andrews has got 24 points.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Celtics trail by 10. Now Pritchard. Pass to G. Ooh, Robinson with a block.
We know Robinson is an elite rim protector. So, yeah, you might want to try that move on somebody else.
Clarkson outside. 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. Rebound Boston. Pass to Simons. Outside Pritchard.
2 minutes.
Back to Simons. Shoots over Hart. And it's Simons missing. Knicks leading by 10. Clark, last season, Josh Hart played nearly 38 minutes per game, more than anyone else in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't take possessions off. He's an old-school throwback kind of guy. Just a do-it-all player. Doesn't really have a specific position, but you know the effort and the production is going to be there pretty much every night.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
Really a good free throw shooter. You'd like to see Clarkson get to the line even more because of that.
And he's good on the second. Celtics trail by 11. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Clarkson against Pritchard. From behind the arc. Sinks the tray. Pritchard's got his second bucket of the night.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Clarkson against Pritchard. Now here's Clarkson. He's closely guarded. Over Pritchard. New York, no good that time either. The Celtics shooting about 47% on the third. Three-pointer. And again, Boston with the triple.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Robinson, locked in, dreams his fifth shot in as many attempts.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Pass to G. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's the Knicks. They lead by 5. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the floor for Boston, We've got Anthony Simons, and it's Tatum in at the three.
Over the years, we've really seen Tatum elevate his offensive game. Now he's a dynamic, multi-level scorer.
Back to Hart. New York working the ball around now. On the wing, Tatum. He's covered by Hart. Pass to Brunson. Six on the shot clock. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
One minute in now in the fourth quarter. Basket counts. And the Knicks lead by 5. And so Simons will bring it up for Boston. Tatum, a screen on Clarkson. Simons deciding where to go with it. Outside Tatum. Clock at 6. Out to Simons. From downtown. Andrews grabs the board. Andrews is Miller. Pass to Brunson. Lets it go from the wing. Not enough on that one as it misses. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Houdini. Again, the miss by Boston.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Outside Hart. Up top Miller. Shoots. It's good. From the top of the key.
Boy, he's looked unstoppable this half. Maybe he got a little pep talk over the break.
The Celtics have got just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Pass to Walsh. Oh, it's stolen. Outside Brunson. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. And now a 9-point New York lead.
One of Brunson's best amongst his many weapons, that mid-range jam.
Houdini, pass to Tatum. They still need this. A miss there. Now 8 for 14.
He had a couple of triples in that first half, but since then, he has not been a factor from beyond the arc.
Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Here's Houdini. Andrews grabs the board.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Outside Hart. Back to Brunson. 4-3. It's rebounded by Walsh. Celtics trail by 11. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Anthony Simons.
At the line, 2 shots.
That's good for Miller. Miller hits them both. And despite the NBA's popularity, Some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league. His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappear.
Ooh, here's White on the drive. And the shot goes down. White's got his first 2 points.
Nice selection that time by White. Going to the floater. Every guard needs to have that in his back pocket.
Brunson finds Clarkson. Miller against Tatum. Miller pass to Brunson. Elbow shot on the way, and the jumper falls for him.
That polished jump shot of Brunson's is really a key part of why he's so effective as an offensive player.
And here's Brown for 3. The kick out to White. Jacks up a 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Miller, the pass to Speedy. Tatum with some nice D. Celtics trail by 8. Pass to Houdini. Here's G. Outside, Brown lets it go from deep. And it's New York with a rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. Tatum with a steal. Here's Houdini. Fires from deep. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Come on. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
This one falls for him. And some changes here for New York. OG Anunoby comes in for Hart, and it's Bridges in for Clarkson. It's both from the stripe.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Left side Brunson. Boston pulls it in. Houdini's got 6 rebounds in the game. From deep. Here's G. And the layup is good off the glass. G's got 24 points.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Outside Anunoby. Pass to Miller. And he lays it up and in.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter. Attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Outside White. Miller against Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. White the pass to Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
They've still got work to do, but it's impressive how they battled back.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Miller against Brown. Miller can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 4. Tatum on the drive. Stolen by Miller. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds, but Knicks able to retain possession here.
New York ball.
Shot from the inbound. And it's Brunson missing. Pass to Houdini. Fires from the corner. Andrews grabs the board.
They need everyone clicking here. Unfortunately, his game has gone the other direction.
Outside Brunson. Here's Andrews. He's guarded by White. Anunoby for three. Nails it from three.
A capable shooter from the three-point line. I mean, Anunoby loves shaking free from the perimeter.
Here's Houdini. White, the pass to G. Shot clock at 6. White fires! Can't hit it.
They are just owning the boards right now.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Brunson. Oh, off target from downtown. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Off on the layup.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Anunoby using his athleticism to force that one down.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused.
Celtics call timeout. All of a sudden, get ready to go. Like everyone wants it.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. Celtics trail by 9. Here's Houdini. Bucket! Straight in!
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Andrews. It's deflected. Here's Houdini. Puts one up from 19. Bucket!
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And yes, sir! Inside on the lane.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight. But it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Here's White. Tatum the screen on Bridges. Tatum outside. Here's G. Flushes it down with both hands.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Here's Andrews. Outside Brunson. From 18 feet. And rebounded by Tatum.
Well, it's been a turbulent quarter, really rough for him. Nothing going his way. He seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time.
And that's in.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game. The ball was already big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They trail by 7.
Here they are.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 13. Mikal Bridges at the line, 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
It's in! And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Making all of those, putting this game in the refrigerator.
Outside Brown, fires the 3. Stripped it away. So New York wins it. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
You get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game. They overcame every one.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kello, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And time now for our player of the game.